Alrighty, I am inspired to do a share on dream capture. Many times people wake up, they don't recall their dreams. Okay, so there's a couple of things you want to look at. How do you go to bed? What do you go to sleep on? And what mode are you going to sleep? And when we wake up, are we just rolling out the bed and jumping to our feet? Are we hitting the snooze button so we could get a few more minutes? So when it comes to allowing God to communicate, because the point of the dream and the main question that I always share with people is to ask Him, what are you saying? What are you showing to me? What are you revealing? So, what you want to do is get intentional about capturing the dream. From the time you become conscious, the dream is very sensitive. So, since the dream is very or highly sensitive, then it should be treated with sensitivity. Do not be careless about it in any way. James 4 and 14 says, "You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while, then vanished." That's the attitude in which we treat dreams. It's it goes up like steam, like a vapor. The next thing you know, it's gone. Next thing you know, you can't recall the gist of the dream, the whole of the dream. Then you got fragments and you got pieces. Then you're praying, Lord, bring it back to my remembrance. So, the best thing to do is when you first become conscious, even before you roll over, don't turn the lamp on, don't, nothing. Start recording the dream. So, you want to be fully persuaded, because if you're not fully persuaded that the dream is worth capturing, you won't. If this is my rule of thumb, if you can remember the dream, capture the dream. If you can remember the dream, capture the dream. Period. Don't worry about what it said. Well, it's weird. It's strange. I ate peaks. That has nothing to do with it. Capture the dream because you remember it. Okay. We'll be concerned with the what God is saying after we capture the dream. So you want to write it down or voice record. I have my phone always nearby me. Pull it up. Bam, bam. I'm done. It's recording. I say what I need to say. Then save it. So write it down or voice record it. Title the dream and then save it. Not to the phone, not to the device, not to the computer. Save it to a backup, like a Dropbox. That's, some people might not use Dropbox. To Google Drive or whatever your uh, backup storage where you can log in and access it. Always put it in something that you can log in and access it, so that regardless of whether you have the device you recorded it on or not, you still have it. And be prayerful about that. Pray over that. Pray over your files. That they not be lost, that they not be misplaced, that you not forget things. That's why you have to be intentional. So you want to develop a system, just one very small, just like the one I just said. That's a system. Write it down, title it, and back it up. Save it to a drive, back it up. That is a system. Very simple, but very crucial. And so you want to be intentional. When you're intentional, you will find that the Lord will begin to speak to you and give you interpretation. Why? Because He can trust you. Alrighty. Now, back to what I was saying earlier, which has to do with being in position and in the proper posture to receive the revelation through the dream as to what God is saying and trying to say to you. What is it I need to know? How do I need to handle this? Which goes back to, what are you saying? And so letting God speak to us and tell us the things that we don't know, the things that we need to be made aware of. And so we'll go into things deeper, but how are we going to bed? Are we in prayer before we go to bed? Are we saying, Lord, speak to me? Are we in the scriptures? Are we intentional? Do we have our journal beside our bed so that when God gives us a dream, we can record it, or our phone so that we can do a voice recording and save it to your drive? save it to some type of backup app. Alrighty, that is dream capture.